Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio. I have reset up red and green science. It's pretty similar to what we did before. I just kind of straightened it out and tightened it up a little bit. It doesn't have a lot to do, really, right now. We've only got a couple of red and green sciences left to science, and then that will be done for a while. But we'll find something else for it to do here fairly soon. The belt array is working. We got a nice little stockpile of things now that we can come down here and grab. And I did get the gears running around. I realized that these need gears too. And that certainly helped get a nice little reservoir of inserters. So we can make all kinds of loaders now. We are having a little bit of a problem in power, though. We are dipping into the yellow, which is not optimal. I was doing a little bit of math over here, though. As best as I can tell, this is my interpretation of the data that I'm looking at here. There's a setting or a information point over there on the right-hand side that says energy consumption 3.6 megawatts. Now, what I'm assuming is that means that this boiler is burning 3.6 megawatts a second, even though that's not stated. And the reason why I came to that conclusion is that these charcoal pellets are 24 megajoules, and you're burning 3.6 megawatts a second. So if that was true, it would take about 6.667, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.6667. Seconds to burn that off, and that appears to be true. So that means that these boilers are burning 0.15 of these charcoal pellets a second. So if we wanted to support, I've got 10 boilers running here right now. If I wanted 20, I would need 0.15. I would need to basically make 3 a second out here, right? We currently look like we're making 4, but we're really not, because we are dealing with a 0.5 crafting speed machine. However, if we were to update this to the assembly machine 2s, that's going to give us a 0.75 crafting speed, which is going to get us a lot closer, right? Let's see, that would be that's going to be like spot on. So that'll give us our 3 a second. Now this gray belt should be able to carry 3 a second, so we're good there. So what I'm saying is I think we should be able to double this. Let's do that better. Actually, I don't have enough to completely double it, but we can get this many. And we should be fine, I think. We'll monitor it closely, but it should give us what we need. We're going to have to probably update some belts, though. That's going to be the only thing. All right, so there's our inserters. Boy, it's hard to see in all this smog. We will need to, set up another... Go ahead and carry that on out. Another one of these, I think. I'm going on with the assumption that one of these can support 20 boilers, Mark 1 boilers, so that would be 10 Mark 2s. But yeah, no, I think this should be fine. I think we're gonna work out with this just fine with what we're producing. One thing I would want to do, though, if we were going to do that, would be to update both of these to yellow belts. Just so that I know we are getting all this out just as quickly as we possibly can. All right, so I'm going to do that, and we will roll the intro, and then we will get on to I'm doing a little progress in the factory, I think. Start going forward and not just constantly rebuilding what we have already done. Someone had noted a while back that I didn't take this belt all the way to the top, and that is a true statement, but that is now corrected. And yeah, I guess now all we do is just sit back and wait and trust that what we've built is going to work with the numbers. So I kind of worked a little bit last night. I was working on filming a bonus episode, and it didn't work out, both for technical reasons, as far as recording and sound, but also for very, very kitschy reasons. But I designed something over here that I think is going to work out a lot better, and we may look at that in another bonus episode. But I really want to progress rather than going back and just rehashing things. It's working fine for now. For what we need, it's working just fine. So I think the natural progression, what we need to be shooting for right here, is to be able to produce the next science in line, the blue science. And to do that, we're going to need some interesting things here, things that we have not encountered before. We're going to need gold. We're going to need fuel oil and naphtha. Naphtha? Naphtha? Naphtha. I don't know what that is. Fuel oil, I can derive what that means. But we're going to need that. We're going to need glass. We're going to need gold plates. And we're going to need aluminum plates as well. And advanced circuits. And let's see, advanced circuits are going to require electronic circuit boards, which is a new thing, which requires transistors and circuit boards. Circuit boards require ferric chloride and phenolic boards, which need resin. We got all kinds of stuff we need to make here. And these, which require plastic, silicon, wafers. Oh boy, we got lots of stuff to do. I think what I'm going to start off with is taking a look. Gold is going to be not too difficult, I think. The way we get gold is we take the rubite ore, and we can produce this via flotation cells. We can take crushed rubite and turn it into these chunks that we can then crush, or is it crush? No, it's sorting. We sort those out, and that's going to give us lead, nickel, aluminum, as well as gold. So that's the basis for those. Glass processing, very straightforward. We take our silicon ore, we turn it into glass mixture, melt that down, and then turn that into glass plates. Fuel oil gets a tad more involved. Now, there's a couple of different ways to do that. One is by farming, which is something we haven't really looked into very much. And the other way is through basically blue algae. That's the way I'm going to call this. So I think this is where I'm going to focus today, because I think there's a process through here where we can actually, through blue algae, we can make fertilizer. So we might be able to tack onto this some fertilizer production and then use that to boost our farming later. Not only farming, but tree farming. For the higher level farming, you need fertilizer. And I think that's the only way to get it. That's at least the only way I have been able to see, or at least the most straightforward way, I should say, to get it. So let's take a look at this process. We're going to need algae farms, carbon dioxide. This is not bad. This is blue algae, though. This is a little different. This takes sulfuric wastewater and carbon dioxide. I don't suppose there's a level 1 of that. No, I don't think so. To produce this blue algae, which we then process into blue cellulose fiber. Combine that with steam to make multi-phase oil. And both sulfuric acid and carbon dioxide, which we can actually feed back into the system a little bit. And that's going to give us raw gas, crude oil, and more sulfuric wastewater. That we can take that crude oil and turn that into both the fuel oil as well as the naphtha that we need in order to produce this. So I want to just go ahead and look at this cycle. Let's take this down to a reasonable number. If we set that to update to 1, that's 7. What about like 0.5? 0.75? There we go. I like that there. So 1 oil refinery, oil and gas separator, another oil refinery, 4 assembling machines, 4 algae farms, and a liquefier. That's doable. That is very doable. So let's see. Can we go ahead and build some of this stuff? We can't. We need blocks. Stone bricks. That's the word I'm looking for. I was playing Minecraft there for a second. And it's good. I want to come over here because there's something I want to do over here while we're here. Let's see. Let's go make all those. And we need iron. I want to go ahead and get a couple of machines set up here that are making pipes. Oh, we need more iron. Can I reach? Oh, if the mini-map wasn't in the way. Oh, we don't have any up there. Oh, this is a disaster. Let's just nab some here off of this line. I don't think we need very much. Well, actually, we probably do need a lot. All right, we needed an iron chest. And we can't build these because we need the stone. Let's just grab some more of this iron while we're here. And let that buffer up while we're off constructing things. Yeah, I definitely wanted to get stone pipe being made because I think we're going to be using quite a bit of it. All right, stone pipe, underground pipe. That should be good. We'll limit that to a stack. Let's limit this one to, like, say, 2 stacks. And go do your thing. Grab some of that. And we should be able to make our algae farms now. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 6 of the assembly machines, which should be enough. Let's see. What else was it? We needed a liquefier. We needed a couple of oil refineries. And we needed an oil gas separator. That. All right, and probably a lot of pipe, which is being manufactured as we speak. All right, and let's see, let's grab some landfill as well, because I want to fill in some land. All right, let's start like right here, and we'll build this over. Okay, algae maker. Blue algae, you require sulfuric wastewater as well as CO2. So we should be able to do that right there. And I believe I set that up where it's a 1-to-1, 4 of those to 4 to those. That is a very convenient ratio. And 2, 3, nope, 3, 4. You making cellulose fiber. And I mean, are these the same? Do you produce like, it's 40 every 20 seconds. Okay, so that's a little bit different than the other one. Are we going to be able to do a power pole if we do that? The answer to that is no. We are not going to be able to do a power pole if we do that. Can we make the bigger ones? I know we can, but I mean, can we make them? Yes, we can. All right, medium electric poles, medium electric pole Mark IIs. Let's see if the mediums do what we want. Yes, they do. They accomplish exactly what we need. What do we need to make those? Steel. Okay. I do have a plan to put steel on the bus in whenever we do the restructuring of this whole area over there. All right, that should get that going. You guys just spit out. What do you spit out? 5 every 3 seconds. Actually, what's our ratio here? That goes into 1 oil refinery. And are those the same size as the vanilla ones? Pretty much. And what do you take in? You take in... No, we don't want that process. We want that process. And you're going to need steam. Should have copied that. All right, well, we're going to have to get steam from somewhere. We might be able to take it in from the top. Actually, you know what? We're going to need a pipe going across the top to get you full of your sulfuric wastewater. And will an underground even stretch that far? Should we need it? Yes. All right, we may end up taking this down. We're going to need a boiler. Can we make a boiler? We cannot. We probably need stone. And we've got some stone right here. Boiler. And that means we're going to have to get charcoal in here. It seems like we needed charcoal for something else in this process too, right? Yeah, for the CO2. All right, well, we have to keep that in mind. Let's just lay this out here. You're gonna need water. We're gonna need this. That is making CO2 from charcoal, which will feed into there. Steam's gonna have to feed into the back of the refinery. Let's see. Well, we got other stuff here. We got an oil and gas separator. And we've got a couple of refineries here. This is going to be the one doing that. You're going to be the one that does this. Okay, and this, what does this do? All right, so it's going to be a line kind of like this. you're going to feed steam. If we could get belt coming in through here, we could put you on the other side of it. And you feed coal, you feed coal. We have a carbon dioxide line coming up the top here. At that level. This would feed over there. Nope, that ain't gonna work. And you would feed into there. All right, so we'd have a carbon dioxide line that's coming here that's eventually going to make it into there. And then we have a sulfuric wastewater line right here. That's eventually going to make it into here. And we'll need a water line coming in. And then we've got these two things that we need on top. And then we got this mineral stuff on the bottom that we currently do not need. So a clarifier. And I don't know what that third thing is. Someone said we could, yeah, multi-phase oil, raw gas. Okay, I'm assuming that's probably raw gas. What can we do with raw gas? It's green. Artificial puffer atmosphere. That is not what we're looking for. Chlorine. It's kind of a deep green, like that one. There we go. What's that? What can we do with that? We can make raw gas barrels. All right. We can make acid gas and chemical voids. A 0% chemical void. Oh, is that? That's a flare stack. All right. All right. So none of that sounds particularly useful right now. The flare stack recipe, though, is definitely something we can make. And I think I have some up here before we go off and... yeah, we've actually got a couple of them. Let's go ahead and grab those. Oh, we got a clarifier, too. Any reason why we can't just put this flare stack right there? I don't think so. Clarifier, not so much. But it will be over there. All right, and I forgot what we're making. No, we're making those two things. Don't know why. That was something to do with science, I believe. Oh, it's this thing. Chemical laser flash fuel. All right, well, we could make that with that if we just had some... what's the word I'm looking for? Steel, which is something we will get here very soon. All right, let's pull this. This way. That makes... you can't place the blueprints down because they're being dumb about not mixing the pipes. I understand that the change was... you know, it's the thing that... You know, it's like the faster place belt in the .16. That seemed like such a cool, good idea, but after using it, I'm like, man, I really don't like this feature. And this kind of feels the same. I know it's there for the pipe optimizations. I do realize that. that it wasn't intentional, like they were like trying to prevent that. That's not the goal of it. It was kind of a side effect of the optimizations of the fluids that they were doing. Still, it's really annoying. Yeah, I can't connect systems with different fluids. There's no fluid in there, man. No fluid in there. Yeah, and I think it's more the claiming of the pipe. See, we don't have any CO2 in the system, yet it shows CO2 marker right there, that this is claimed for that. I think that's what, that's what I'm really, that's the one I really don't care for. As much as you can not care for a feature like that. Let's see, can we take this like that? All right, and unfortunately, this isn't going to be looped where we can actually sustain it off of the sulfuric wastewater. We're going to have to import some in from the outside. Okay, we'll have to take in coal from the bottom, and this stuff will go here. You will go there. Meet in the middle. And yeah, you guys can eat that up. All right, and I lost my refinery because of fluid mixing. And it looks like we've got another waste product there. I'm going to run over here and see if we've got some pipe ready. Oh, yeah, we do. Send that off to a clarifier until we find a use for it. And these are going to be our output products. That's hooked up. That's hooked up. All of this is hooked up. And we're going to need water as well. All right, but we'll just have to remember that. And we'll want to hook this up to there. All right, so I think that'll get us that, or at least started with it. What else can we do with fuel oil while we're sitting here looking? It seems like there should be something fuely we could do with it. We can make liquid fuel. Okay. We can make solid fuel, which has 12 megajoules. $24. We're taking 4 megajoules and 20 fuel oil, which is basically taking in more charcoal. There's hidden charcoal. We got some for the CO2 as well as some as for the steam. And turning that into 24. I'm sure that's probably a good deal. I'm going to go forward with the assumption that that may be something we do. I want the uses, not the... Okay, and the chemical laser flash fuel, which is what we're going. Alien flame fluid. Flamethrower ammo. Diesel fuel. Synthesis gas. Light oil. Oh, converter valve, okay. That's what those are used for. I wanted to look really quick at liquid fuel, rocket bodies, enriched fuel block, 24 megajoules. Huh. Groovy. All right, well, I don't think I'm ready to kind of turn this on or anything and start producing this stuff because we really don't have anything to do with it without steel being made. Let's take a look here real quick at some of these other things that we're going to need. Let's see, I want to look at advanced circuits. Advanced circuits, yeah, we want... How do we make resin? That's what I want to know. That's a question that I have. Resin. That's not resin. Raw bioresin. This is not the resin that I'm looking for. Is that it? No, that's scaffolding. Resin. There we go. How do we craft that? Liquid resin. All right, tell me more. From a liquid resin, raw bioresin. Urea gas. Hey, urea gas, we need that for the fertilizer. Melamine. Raw bioresin. How do we make that? From temperate tree seeds, eh? I don't know that we're going to be able to do that. Urea, I know we get that from, I know we use that in fertilizer, and I've traced that back. What about formaldehyde? Formaldehyde. Methanol and green catalyst. That's really the only way to make that? Oh boy, what a rabbit hole. I don't know that we can make, I mean, we have desert trees, that we can get that to get the trees started. I don't know temperate trees, how we can do those. I guess that's going to be under bioprocessing. Temperate tree. Craft. Yeah, I don't know that you can. You need it to make a temperate tree seed generator. Where's temperate gardens, maybe. Temperate tree seed. How do we get that? A temperate tree seed generator, which we need a temperate tree to get. So yeah, I don't know that we're going to be able to do that. I guess that's work for another day. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm going to deep dive in the rabbit hole. Just when I think I get something figured out. Like, you know, this stuff was really like intimidating to me, right? Until you just kind of laid it out and I'm like, okay, this will work for that. This will make that. And we're done. And I'm sure this is going to be this temperate tree resin stuff is going to be the same. It's just looking at it now, you're like, it's insanity. Well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.